Asian Society.
Swadika, this is Asean Society and I am Kusuma Yotha Samut. Today I am a resident of an American who has beautiful Thai wife. So why American? It's because the American is one of our ASEAN trade alliance. So each week ASEAN Society will bring you stories about ASEAN communities and its alliance. And also its citizens who have worked and reside in Thailand. So this coverage will include all trade partners as well. So when AEC or ASEAN Economic Community Pacts reaches the effective deadline, which is at the end of this year, so will we interact with people from different languages and cultures? So our mission is to seek individuals with credible backgrounds to come share their thoughts in a very informal setting. So where they can relax or where can they get an idea who they are. So ASEAN Society this week is honored to have a financial and investment editor, Real Wealth Report, and Gold and Silver Trade. So Larry Alderson, he's with us. This American financial expert has lived in Thailand for quite some time with his Thai family, so living in two different cultures. Mr. Alderson will be able to help to understand how one can adjust to new surroundings. Hello. Sawadika. Sawadika, Kun Larry. What a very quiet and nice place. Well, the climate these days is like turning. Yes. Outside so warm and get here so cold.
Winter's
they
over
wear
already,
so nicely.
Yes.
Wow, look at this. But where are the rest of the family?
My wife is picking up my son at school. She should be home soon.
So we're gonna like to see this young gentleman of yours. So can we go around a little bit?
Yes, absolutely.
Wow, this is a little cute. And who do the decoration?
Actually, my wife did. Yes.
So you would like to see her, right? We're going to see her.
She'll be here soon.
She'll be soon. Okay.
She'll be home soon.
Come. When Kun Larry talk about his wife, this is a beautiful wife of hers.
Yes,
it's like so beautiful. So she's a Thai lady. Yes. And then this is to go together, I suppose.
That's from our wedding, and I've been meaning to putting up on the wall. I just haven't gotten around to it.
So where have So what is this? Okay, this is a workmanship of yours, and
that's a Lego castle that I worked on with my son.
Very nice.
Took about 5 hours to put together.
5 hours only?
He really enjoys the Legos, yes.
Oh, she must be helpful for a brain or
Yes.
When you
I think so.
of this kind of thing.
Seems to really like it.
And I would like to take this opportunity to introduce this gold guru of Thailand, Kun Larry Anderson here. So, thank you for sparing your time.
Oh, thank you for coming.
So I need to know more about you because since Thailand, I believe in foreign country, they all know you, about your work, the way you work. So Thailand need to know you more and more. So tell me, you married to a Thai wife.
Well, it's a long story, but I'll make it a short story.
Okay.
I met her back in 2003. I was spending time in Bangkok in between trips around Asia to China, Malaysia, Indonesia. And at the time, she was studying for her master's degree in accounting. And we met in a Starbucks. And she asked me for some help, and we got to know each other. And then we saw each other several times, started dating, and fell in love.
What a lovely moment should be. So how do you in Thailand for how long have you been?
Full-time, almost 7 years. And before that, I was here about 3 to 4 months a year for about 5 years. So really almost 12 years.
It might be a question which is a boring question, but people like to know, what is Thailand to you?
Well, first and foremost, I love the people. I have traveled all over the world. I've been to every continent on the planet. And I find the Thai culture and the Thai people to be the warmest people on the planet. Humble, sincere, hardworking, honest. That's the number one reason.
I take it I've complimented. How about Thai food?
I love almost all Thai food. Lately, I've had a little trouble with my stomach, so I try not to eat it too spicy. But yes.
Can you name some?
Well, pad Thai, pot pot, any kind of pot pot. I don't know all the names, but pad Thai gung, pad Thai pu, khao pa pu, khao pa gung.
So normally with you and your family, where are you normally spend your weekend? Out of Bangkok or?
Well, we're home most of the week because I'm working and my son is in school. But usually on the weekends we go into Krung Thep. We'll go to dinner, to the movies, or we'll go take our son to Kidzania or Funarium or to the park. And often, we'll go to dinner parties with our friends in the evening.
What would you like he to be? He's the only son here now, okay, the youngest that you have. So what would you like him to be?
That's totally up to him.
He's so any sign?
He's, yeah. The Legos, he's really into building things. So I suspect he's probably going to be very interested in being an engineer. Construction, engineering.
You could see this is the workmanship of he and his father. This is not an easy thing, but like how many pieces?
This one had about 700 pieces.
Wow, quite a big. And it took only 5 hours for both of them. That's very interesting. So come back about your work a bit. You have an office here.
My home office, yes.
Oh, this is we work at home. So you have a lot of clients.
Well, no, my clients are all over the world, so I correspond with them by phone and by email and Skype, audio, visual. And I write my newsletter. I often go to visit them, but I work mostly from home. Mm-hmm.
How about your wife? She also?
My wife is an accountant. She has some clients that she works with, and she works from home too, so it's nice.
So occasionally you go back home?
To the States, yes. I was just there 2 weeks ago. I was at my main office, which is in Palm Beach, Florida, for some meetings, and then I took some time to visit my son in northern Florida and my other son in Los Angeles. And I have a daughter who's a pediatrician, a doctor in Connecticut, and I wasn't able to see her on this last trip. But she was here last year for a week and a half during Songkran, so. They come over usually at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. They love Songkran, so they're all coming.
They're wet ones. They're all the wet. Yes. Yeah. And so anytime they come back here and they'll come and stay here all the time.
Yes.
With you all there, no? They must be growing up people, so have a better life. So there's a school that your son is studying is what? Is an international?
He's at an international baccalaureate program, IB program, but it's a preschool program, Magic Years in Nonthaburi. And he's pre-K. Next year he'll be entering kindergarten. And he's doing well, knock on wood. He's doing really well.
So, but you see, education in Thailand, is it good enough? It is it's for international level that foreign people can flooding here for education, like we normally traveling to America, United States or Australia, New Zealand to study. Is that Thailand in that position?
Well, the public schools, depending, it's like anywhere. The public schools depends on your location. The Thai public schools are generally very good. We decided for an international private program because the international program seems to better suit him because we don't know if he'll end up in America someday or in Thailand. So we wanted him to have they speak both languages, Thai and English at his school, so that's very good too.
In life, what is your motto?
Always be honest. My dad taught me that, and be respectful, because you have to treat people the way you want to be treated. And if you do that, it will always come back to you. So I'm not one of those Wall Street cutthroat people that will do anything to make $1. It's not worth it. So I've always believed in treating people the way that you want to be treated yourself. And I think if you do that, you live a rich and rewarding life. And I always tried to teach that to my children as well.
Your look itself, you see, okay, when someone is dealing with money or gold or whatever, with this thing, that means the high level of business. So this person must be very trustful to give you opinion or to teach you or what, give you instruction of what to do, and someone to move behind you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that's just your job.
Well, you know, it's funny, looking back now 38 years in the finance business, it's unfortunate, but a lot of people take better care of their money than they do of their health and of their lives. They put money way up here above everything else. And I've seen people who have billions of dollars but are very unhappy. Yes. Because money doesn't buy happiness.
Oh, we can buy everything. You want to eat anything?
But that doesn't mean, again, it comes down to the inner person. You have to be happy with yourself no matter what you have or don't have. And I've seen a lot of very wealthy people over the years that are not happy because they worship money like it's God. And it isn't. And those type of people really were never clients of mine because I just, they weren't my type of person. I've had them, but I've enjoyed a lot of very wealthy customers who are much more like me. They enjoy having money, but it's not everything to them. They would rather have their health, their family, their children. They know it's not the most important thing. Those are the types of clients that I have. And I've been, knock on wood, very successful because I think I'm an honest guy. It took longer. I could have been a lot wealthier and a lot more successful a lot faster if I was not honest. That's how Wall Street is, unfortunately. We all know that now. But that's not the kind of person I am. So, and I'm happy with that.
By your look, by your expression, a big amount of money to invest, I will listen to you and I will follow you because I know you're going to guide me and lead me to a very pure and very
I'm not always
successful.
right.
Yeah.
I'm not always right.
No, at least the reality and the faithfulness is there.
I've made my mistakes and paid my dues in the market. Would you like to come to the kitchen?
Okay.
I'll show you around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I was just about to make a pot of coffee, which is my one bad habit. I drink about 10 cups of coffee a day.
Do you? Yes. It doesn't affect any health or anything?
Well, actually, I think it's been very beneficial for me. Yeah, they say coffee is very high in vitamins and antioxidants. And yes. I'm diabetic. And I'm not my sister and brother are much more diabetic than I am. They have to take insulin shots for their diabetes, and I don't. And the only difference is they don't drink coffee, I drink coffee.
So that's the secret.
And my doctor tells me that it's been very good for me as well. Yes. So, yeah.
So I wish you good. Yes, let's go and see her. Yes, come on, let's go. Now I know that you were saying that you are the coffee addict.
Yes.
So these are so
It's a
many-
cappuccino machine.
Oh, just plainly, mainly for cappuccino, and then
And a little quick espresso machine.
I see.
Regular coffee machine and espresso on that side, and then
And the special,
my
the
favorite,
most,
although
yes.
it's I don't use it that often because there's some work involved. Is this vacuum coffee machine, the old way of making coffee, which really gives you the best.
So tell me, this is look like in a chemistry room.
Yes, I was just setting it up before. I make this not every day because it's a little bit like a chemistry experiment.
Right.
But it's the old-fashioned way of making coffee, and it's really gives you the best flavor.
Yes, and what kind of? Normally it's ordinary coffee or what?
Well, today I was going to make kopi luwak from Indonesia, which is a very flavorful coffee. It has an interesting story to it.
Okay.
Would you like to have a cup?
Of course, but normally do you do it yourself alone?
This one I usually do by myself along with my wife. Sometimes Kunong will do it for me. But it's a little fun. It's a little time consuming, but it's fun. It's interesting to see how it works.
All right, when you say that you're not doing alone, so we need someone to help you, right? We're going to call on for Kun Nong then.
Okay, great.
Kun Nong, please come in. And this is a beautiful wife of Kun Larry. Larry. So show us Kun Nong and Kun Larry about this.
Well, the first thing we do is we take this. You can, and we add some water to it.
It cannot smell now, so I'll take it out. Okay.
Oh, I don't know what happened to it.
Okay. Oh, so this
And we clamp it back in there, and this has 2 cups of water in it.
all right. 2 cups.
Yep. And
For 2 cups of water means 2 cups of coffee.
2 cups of coffee. Yeah, it'll make 2 cups of coffee.
It could be very condensed.
How was school today?
Can I smell it? Oh, it's good. Good smell.
Well, you know where it comes from, right?
You have to tell. We need to tell you where it comes from. Okay, yeah.
Coffee from Indonesia, the mountains of Indonesia, particularly around Bali. And the beans are actually collected by ferrets, little animals, kind of like, what's another word for a ferret? They're like...
Gibbon range.
Yes, and they actually digest the beans whole, and then...
And then pass out, what you call
them.
pass it.
And apparently the digestive juices...
And that seems to be more costly than normal
Yes, it's
coffee, right?
But they say the Kopi Luwak know how to pick the best,
The-
the best bean.
Yes, they apparently pick the best beans, and then their digestive system adds some additional flavor to it. Of course, it's sterilized and everything, so it's fine.
Human beings, really. You know, why can't they leave it without bothering them?
It's very, very expensive coffee, but it's alloy. I don't drink it that often. What happens here is the flame heats up the water. It takes some time, and it boils into steam, and the steam rises up, and then when it gets up into here, like a rain cloud, it condenses, comes back down as water, and then fills this up as coffee passing through the ground beans.
But how this you have to do it what time of the day? Morning?
Oh, I only do it on special occasions.
Okay. This is
here,
okay.
I figured it was a
Kakun
special
ka.
occasion.
A real special, yes.
It does take 10 or 15 minutes, unlike a automated machine.
We don't have like an alcohol stuff, but we don't have the alcohol.
Down there.
more-
It's helpful to be
faster.
stronger and faster. Very interesting.
So we'll let that
Yeah.
take its time heating up.
Okay. In the meantime, tell me about yourself. So you do what? Every day cooking?
Yes.
คุณ Larry take him to school
She does accounting for some clients and for our family as well. She handles all the money. She's very good.
Mr. Alex. And but how do you do in the school? How many friends you have?
How many friends you have, Alex?
What are they? 3 in the whole school. Who are they?
Kung Fu.
Kung Fu. And then
Rachel.
Rachel, lady, yeah. Rachel. She's a lady.
No,
The boy. The boy, yeah. What the other one?
Alex.
Alex.
Yourself. Another Alex. Trio. That's so cute.
That's good. You should be friend of yourself.
So you have your homework today?
Pizza.
Pizza.
You have your homework today, Alex? What is that?
No. I'd like to hear a little bit about what did they teach you in school? What did they teach you in school? Just say, read out for something. Read out to show to the camera because our viewer would like to hear from you. You see, you are a big boy, but come on.
So that'll take a few minutes.
Okay.
And I can show you my office if you like while we're waiting.
So while waiting, we'll have to explore more and more into his life, their life actually. Come on.
We could give you a tour of the whole house if you want.
So this is where money
This is my office, yes. Sorry for the mess. It's a little bit messy today. I was working just before you came. And basically I have my library in here and my most important piece of equipment, my computer and trading screen. And here's where I write my newsletter and I trade the markets. I trade all markets these days, not just gold. I trade the foreign currency markets, oil markets, corn, wheat, soybeans, stocks, bonds. I trade everything.
This is a way of a very high, what do you call, it's a new technique or new way of working at home or something and in such a...
Well, you know, the computer age has done that. You have that all over the world today. A lot of people do work at home. It has its pros and cons. Sometimes I'm lonely and I miss the interaction with people in an office. But it's also very nice that I can get out of bed and go to work. Don't have to worry about commuting, getting stuck in traffic. I see my son all the time. So it's nice. But yes, today in the financial markets, all you need is a good internet connection and a good computer.
And that was very beautiful decoration.
Oh, thank
you. Like a very specially, like, you know?
Yes. Yep. And spend almost all my day here.
It's good to know that because I normally thinking that when people really want much to go to work, you know, you had to wait through the
traffic.
Wait through the traffic and all that.
Well, when I was working in New York, I lived in New Jersey for a while and drove to Wall Street, and I averaged about 3 hours a day in the car for many, many years, every day. And then one day I said to myself, I added it up and I figured out it came to almost 2 months a year spent in the car when you added it all up. And I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm wasting my life and precious time with my children. So that's when I started working at home. 2 months a year in a car? I don't recommend it for anyone.
Kun Larry, Kun Nong, thank you so much for your hospitality. I would love to come back to this place.
Oh, you're welcome anytime. Thank you for coming.
ขอบคุณมากๆค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ So we three of us will say goodbye to the audience and see you next time. Then this is ASEAN Society.
สวัสดีครับ